Okay guys, today we're going to do a natural dirt with my Eureka Altima. This thing has quite high hours on it. It's definitely seen a lot of use, but it's been very well taken care of, so it doesn't necessarily look like it's seen a lot of use. It actually has the original hood on it right now. The only reason I don't really like to have the original hood on it is because this side doesn't clamp down anymore. This is the new chassis, because it was honestly easier just to swap hoods, because technically this new chassis, the chassis on here, this piece isn't original, and neither of these adjustment wheels, but the hood is the original one, and that's the part that you can actually see a difference in. Other than that, the chassis are the exact same, so I just put that new hood on the old chassis. So, now, one thing that happened in the process of putting the old hood on the new chassis is I broke the belt guide that keeps shit from getting into the belt. I can actually show that to you guys. Over. Just get it. Flathead or Phillips head screwdriver. It is kind of nice that Eureka did put that touch in on a hood that you're going to have to take off every now and then. Okay. It should come off. I only had to take out one screw because, yeah, that's what happened. It's just broken. That's the first thing that ever broke on this machine, is this whole side's just all cracked. But as long as I'm gentle with it, it doesn't really affect anything. You can see it has a fairly new belt on it. It is a genuine belt. It also has a fairly new brush roll on it as well. It is a genuine brush roll. Now, what happened is this, I don't know, this is the original belt guide. What happened is when me and my grandpa replaced this whole base, we took the original belt guide and put it on that new hood. But since I wanted the old hood back on it, when I did this, you can see how it's supposed to be a full piece. I broke it over here. And then on the hood, the new hood, which this is the old hood, remember, and this is the, technically not a generic hood, it is a Eureka hood, but it's not for an Altima. It's for another machine that Eureka made, but it was the same hood, just different printing. But I broke this in the process. So this is actually the new hood. That's the old hood. But, I mean, what would you guys rather have? The original wide track, proper 12 amp logo, the Eureka logo right there, the Altima. Because this is for a Eureka True Clean. So, yeah. I don't even remember there being, and that's the original base right there. But yet again, the bases look the same, but the hoods don't. So, I just swapped the original proper looking hood onto the new base, because the original base is also pretty broken, just like this old hood is. I should be able to at least glue where it's cracked right there. I can at least glue that. When it comes to fixing this, what I might end up doing is gluing a small washer onto here and making a new clamping surface for a screw to hold it down on. Otherwise, I just have the screw threaded in here for now. These are the adjustment wheels for the stupid Bissell Clean View. That new one. This goes on here. God, can I find my... Where did I put that? Oh, right there. Come on, get on there. This is when magnetic screwdrivers are kind of annoying. Okay. Try not to break that side. I think what happened over here is when this thing ever got its first belt change, when it was still fairly new still. Whenever it got its first belt change, I think whoever did it, either my grandpa or whoever else was in that household, they either over-tightened it, or maybe this thing took a tumble down the stairs. Who knows? Because that's what could cause that. Because if this bottom piece gets damaged and this was clamping down on that, that would cause a friction crack. and or friction bind, and it would just cause it to crack from heat. So yeah, there's a little bit of shit in there for the deep clean test. We'll take that little bit of fuzz out. All that it is that's kind of more dust than it is carpet powder, isn't it? I'll toss that on this piece of paper. That's what I do for that type. Yeah, it is just. This thing's always been really good about just picking up fine dust. Interesting. Okay. I hate dogs. That's still pretty clean up there. Pop our HEPA filter thing off. This is a fairly new replacement, but this is actually a 2007 HEPA filter. My hardware store had new old stock parts for these. They didn't have much. They had belts, new old stock Eureka belts, so you could see the rubber like kind of disintegrating in the package, and then also just that HEPA filter. I think there might have been one other thing, and it was something really random, like a part like that shark would sell. You know, a shark sells a lot of funky parts that you wouldn't expect for them to be consumable, but yeah. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and run this thing. Oh, also over here, it's also cracked. This whole hood is all just kind of messed up, but it's in good enough condition. I mean, could definitely use some TLC. Just need some glue. I'm pretty good with glue, especially if you use like the proper, like not some cheesy, generic 99-cent store super glue. Which that 99-cent store super glue ain't that bad. I've used it before. Matter of fact, that $1 super glue is what's holding this hook in. Which what happened? Here, let's take it off all the way. That sounded great. This is why I hate these eureka. Oh god. Basically what happened is there's a separate cup that holds this hook in place, so that the hook can spin but the cup stays. See that little clip right there? Well, not only did it crack the chassis, if I replaced the handle, that would be on. What me and my grandpa did first is we used a screw to hold that cup in, but that screw started cracking the chassis. So then I just used that cheap $1 super glue, and that's what's been holding this on. But like I said, it's designed in a way where that cup is held in, but this is still allowed to spin. This thing does need some kind of motor TLC. All my friends get on me about it, but it sounded like that for a long time, like as long as I can remember. Obviously the thing is slightly older than me, so. So, let's see what it picked up. That's about all I'm able to vacuum right now, because in here, well, I've kind of got a mess going on. Well, not really, but a little bit of a mess. And in here, I also have a little bit of a mess going on. see how much I picked up. Obviously, it's probably going to pick up some stuff in the deep clean test. Although I did go over it multiple times with the What? Look at all that. All that carpet powder down in there. And some just normal dirt, I suppose. And some carpet fibers. I am going to be redoing the deep clean test on this because the first result, which really just doesn't seem right to me, it got 17%. Now, that was with my new test, but I just kind of want to redo it for my own sanity. And we'll have to see what happens because it has always cleaned pretty well. At least that's what I thought. It's got decent airflow, decent suction. I mean, nothing, out of the ordinary. But, yeah. And it would probably help, I'm wondering if that was popped up during using it, because that could cause it not to seal properly and leak air in other places. But yeah, so I do need to fix that sooner than later. What me and my grandpa did is we just had tape on the sides. I mean, I guess I could just try that for the next deep clean test, but